It's Tuesday and winter has returned. Well, the wet stuff has anyway. It's absolutely bloody lashing it down. On with setting out some shuttering in the next concreting area. There has been one bay laid. There's lots of empty bays ready for it. I've started with the ploughing, as I said, but that's kind of paused. I was hoping to get it done over the weekend, but unfortunately weekend and family ended up too busy, so it's not been done. I do have something very exciting happening next Monday. You're gonna have to wait and see. Also, at the same time, I've just opened up a WhatsApp channel, so I'm going to be publishing stuff up on there and seeing what we can do and just see how that works. Never done one of them before, so yeah. This week is going to be a little bit funny and odd around the edges, and a few different jobs going on. I was doing a shed roof yesterday. As I said, I totally missed yesterday, and then we had a screener running, sorting out basically like these piles of soil here. We do need to get the screener in here because this has all been dumped on my field, so we'll get that sorted in due course. And I've got a load of repairs to do on a fence and stuff like that later in the week, which I do need my trailer empty, so I'm going to have to make sure that's all sorted. So yeah, right, crack on, see how we go. Hope we don't get too wet today. Lovely weather. So it's Wednesday and apparently winter's over, but that's hail. It's actually kind of like trying to snow at the moment, and I'm in a rather large rhododendron bush which has been taken over by brambles. I was supposed to be going to take my lunch in a minute, but I'm going to wait till that's eased off a bit, because at least here I'm kind of semi-dry, although it's now going all the way down the back of my neck, which is not great. Yeah. So yesterday was horrendous on the weather, and got to the point that the phone wasn't really working because it got too wet. I had to have my case on the radiator last night to dry it out, and progress was slow. I have just had a bramble hit me in the mouth as well. So yeah, not too bad in here. This is like I say, it's an absolute whopper of a rhododendron, and it comes from all the way back in over there. Huge. This thing must be 150-year-old, and unfortunately it has been taken over quite a bit by brambles and grown out into the garden. Now there is a wall somewhere in here. I've seen a wall before, remnants of a wall, so I'm hoping to try and cut it back to more or less that, leaving this upper section so that it's at least got some growth on it. And obviously as this starts to grow, I will do better cuts on these are all just where I could reach. We'll then cut them back down again once it's kind of established a bit of an under canopy. Obviously I'm not taking all that height off because that's lovely up there, but at least allow it to green in up here. So right, it's eased off. I've got to go to the pet shop as well down in Ramsey. I've got to get some more dog food, so I'm going to go fly and try and do that whilst I can run out before the weather gets too bad. So see you in a bit. And it's snowing. Yep, big juicy flakes of snow. Don't think it's going to do anything, but really funnily, I'm out gritting tonight for one site. So, but yeah, bit of snow there. The ramp is going to be used for the first time, but not for anything major, just for a wheelbarrow. So I'm just working down the road from my house. Literally, my house is that one there, which is absolutely great. Really long commute to get to work today. Cleaning out around a house and replacing wood chip, which I put in about 6 years since, with cobble around the edge of the house. I'm doing a couple of repairs to some fences as well. So wood chip's going to be coming out and onto there. So see you in a bit. So just up at the point of air and have a trailer full of cobble. I'm just waiting for the weighbridge so I could come out. It's a while since we've got this cobble. It's absolutely fantastic stuff because this is the oversized, so it's cheap. Well, I'll find out in a minute how expensive it is, but it used to be cheap as chips. We've used it on so many landscaping projects over the years, been absolutely brilliant. There's all kinds of sizes in there, bit of sand, everything. It's a lovely product to use, and the colours which it gives, particularly when it's wet, is amazing. So we should have 1 ton on that. We'll find out when we go onto the weighbridge. We came in at 3 ton with the trailer and me. Yeah, that's quite interesting. That I carry about 700 kilos of tools with me, because the trailers, no, I don't. The tip is 1 point. No, anyway, don't matter. Can't remember. I need to weigh things separately. So yeah, once we get up on there, we'll get back. We'll get this cobble in. I've got a few bits and pieces to pick up on the way back through Ramsey, which we'll just put on top on the trailer. And yeah, we'll be getting there. I can't believe this week it's Thursday already. I've done so little amount of video this week, so yeah, it's just gonna be one of them, isn't it? Short. It's a funny time of the year. I've got lots of bloody meetings and stuff going on and trying to sort stuff about the upcoming year. So yeah, it could be all exciting. I'm just getting bored of waiting for this, and I need a wee, and there's no toilets up here. Damn it. Right, see you in a bit. It is currently something like 6:30 or something like that, and I'm going to try and get a bit more ploughing done, because we do have something exciting happening on Monday, which needs more of this to be ploughed. Now remember, this is the worst ploughing you have ever seen. Well, it's a little darker than I intended it to get, but you probably can't see anything. I have done a massive amount of area. I will put the other camera on and see if that works any better than this one. Obviously, I really do wish that I'd have wired in my lights, because I would have been able to carry on for a bit longer, because I've got a lot to do. So I've probably managed to do about 1.5 acres total, which is... don't know what that one was, some email off someone. Obviously we've got 13 acres here. We're not all to pumpkins, and there's an area we might not be doing anything with really. That'll be then in next year's. So there's still all that way to go. Right, I'm gonna head up. Well, actually I've got to head and pick up a child, because the children are out doing things. So see you later. There you go. That one side's got a flash. So you can see how wide I've done. It was literally about 2 meters in the middle that I'd done. So there she is. I have stopped it in the road, because that's just the easiest way, and then I know where it's going. So after ploughing in the dark last night, I'm now ploughing in the rain today. Not the best choices, but it needs to be done. So I'm just getting a couple of runs in now. Not looking too bad. Ploughing okay. So this is the U2 furrower. All the adjusters are seized on it, so I can't actually adjust anything. And I don't want to try and unseize anything, because I need to get the ploughing done. But we're getting there. With that, thank you so much. Another week has come to an end, and thank you so much for the likes, subscribes and follows. Monday's going to be a bit exciting. Got something coming up really interesting. Can't wait to show you. Anyway, take care. So this wasn't quite what I was thinking, but just had to hike that out of that ditch, because when I got out to clear an obstruction out of the back, as I stepped off it, because you have to step through, knocked it into reverse, and it took off into the ditch. So I feel like an absolute idiot. But luckily, it looks okay. Hopefully none of the oil's buggered off out of it. It's gonna have to wait till tomorrow for that. Right, see you later.